Live from a tavern that has even lower standards than you do, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Raspitz. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're playing Gunfire Reborn. Again, I think this is the third time on stream? Maybe more? I don't know. I like this game though, which is why we're playing it again. Because it just got a big update. As it says in the description, I had been thinking that we need to play an actual FPS. It's been a while. Obviously, Bugsnax was first person, but it was not a shooting game. I guess it was shooting because you took pictures of things, but you know, not in the sense that you would think of. So anyway, I wanted to do a shorter stream of an FPS, and I was thinking about what it might be, and then I hopped on a Steam today and saw that Gunfire Reborn got a big update, and in that update is the first DLC as well that added a couple new weapons, some new game mode, and 2 new characters, one of which is a fox girl. So, seems appropriate. Malignant Bears, also foxes. You know, it makes sense. Obviously I had to find a picture of an Arctic fox so that I could, you know, skillfully Photoshop the face of our polar bear onto it. Clearly. Anyway, but it's a normal red fox in this. So, let's check it out. Obviously, we've played Gunfire Reborn several times on stream, like I said. It's very fun. It's a first-person shooter, roguelike, or roguelight. I can never remember the difference anymore. Everybody just uses them interchangeably, so it doesn't really matter. But you play as one of characters. So let's see. There's the dog, the cat, the bird, the something. I can't tell what it is. Another cat. The bunny girl. I think that's a turtle. And then the new DLC added monkey. I can't words today. Much hard. And fox. So let's see. The monkey pull a hair, blow it on an enemy, summons a clone. Draw out soul essence from your bracelet. It's pretty cut. Okay. Interesting. And then the fox girl is summons a shockwave that deals fire damage. For energy consumed. Boost damage. More energy, it does more things. Okay. Summon a meteor. Well. Space is pretty cool, right? So we're gonna summon some meteors. Alright. What else did it do? Arsenal. These are things we found before. That gives all my usage for it. I used this for all of 5 seconds at some point. It's goofy, it's a lizard. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff we have never even found. Okay. Cool. Neat. I haven't played this game in a while. I think the last time I played it actually was when I got my Steam Deck. And this was, I tested it on there just to kind of see how an FPS would go on the Steam Deck. And I ended up doing almost a full run, which is pretty good. I mean, obviously it runs well on the Steam Deck. But more so the fact that the controls were tight enough to play an FPS like that. I do not like playing FPS on controller. Not usually. I'm not bad at it, it's just less good than keyboard and mouse, for obvious reasons. But yeah, this played well on the Steam Deck. So, what daily challenge? Oh, we can't do that yet. Okay. So I guess we'll do a new adventure. What are my options here? I guess we'll do a normal new adventure. Probably keep this stream relatively short. Just because I'm busy this week. Very busy. And tired. But just in general, this is going to be a short week of streams, I think. Probably do this, and then we definitely want to check out Conan Exiles on either Thursday or Friday for the big update in that. But then it's going to be a short week because we have a lot of stuff planned throughout September and then October. So I might take a shorter week to kind of chill a little bit before we get into that. Do this. I always like this thing. I remember the gun looks like really blurry for some reason. Video. The FOV is like a weird number. Just put it. Goes from 70 to 130. Keep it at 100. That's pretty good. We'll up the brightness a tiny bit. VSync is off. Max frame rate is off. FPS counter is on. I want that. Huh. Okay. Well. Is there no... Alright, whatever. Just want to make sure there wasn't like motion blur or something on. There shouldn't have been, but... I don't know, the gun just looks kind of weird for some reason. Anywho. Let's see if I remember how to play this. Should be pretty easy. I think you just click on heads, right? Alright, that checks out, yeah. What are the other controls? We'll just click on heads. I think that's all we need to do, really. So this game, it's obviously on sale right now to celebrate the updates, and the DLC itself is also pretty cheap. It's like a $6 thing, but it's on sale for like 20% off. I can't do math right now. Know that it's cheap. And this is one of those games where, even if it was more expensive than it was, I would still absolutely recommend it. I think this game retails for like 15 bucks or something. I have gotten much more value than that out of it. Every time you inflict burning, gain 1 stack of mark. Take damage from an enemy, lose 3 stacks. Oh, that sounds terrible. We will take damage. Okay, I know there's other controls. Calibrate hotkey mapping? No. No. Oh. It's probably the one that says mouse and keyboard. That might do it. Interact as F. Okay, there's backpack. There's you can dash with shift. There's no melee, right? Okay. I didn't think there was. Oh my god. There's also no crouch. What's that? Never seen that before. So this is crappy default gun. I have 2 normal ammo weapons. Okay. Lightning. Not lightning. That's right, there's no melee because it wants you to just shoot things with the default gun. You can tell it's been a while. I remember enemies dropping little bells before. Cute, though. Alright, so we will use our skill in this next area here. Maybe. Oh, cool. Let me throw meteors. Okay, so that's our grenade, is the meteor. That's right. So yeah, every character has a skill, which is their E, and then they have a unique grenade. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. So we want to upgrade. That's pretty good. Plus projectiles for every enemy killed. More damage to burning things. This automatically reloads, though. And it does lightning damage, which is pretty good. Yeah, I remember liking this all the time. Although it's weird not having to reload. Those old Counter-Strike skills are... That's deep in there. You get a kill and you think you have even a second of downtime, you reload because you might not be able to later on. Thing. How did I miss that? Isn't there a way to... I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah. Okay. Got little throwing daggers. We took damage. Oh, because it was already open. Okay. I was gonna say, Alright, so we're gonna open this, then we'll go through the purple portal. Courier consuming energy, gain temporary max shield equivalent to 50% of energy. That's really strong. Assuming we actually use our ability like we're supposed to. Then it's really, really strong. So in most levels, there's these little purple portals. It's like a little side objective kind of area. You don't need to do them. It's just nice to have more resources. Obviously, everything's randomized every time. It's a roguelike, a roguelite. It's one of those things. So that includes levels, enemies, weapons. I'm gonna get upgrades. The only thing that's consistent is how annoying those guys are. Ow. Oh, that could have gone better. Oh geez, that could have gone a lot better. Okay. So we can use our coins and revive. You seem pretty okay with being dead there, though. All right, so yeah, that's a pretty early death. We're gonna go ahead and restart. Sad, so sad. Got some soul essences though, which then we can spend in the talent tree, which carries over obviously between all of the different characters. But then every character has their own little upgrade thing. It's like we have some of the ones for the count, but then these are for everybody. If we get to level 40, we unlock the bird. And then eventually some other stuff. So let's see. Increase skill damage, boring. Higher capacity for secondary skills, also boring. Shield. That seems pretty strong. 10% chance for some large monsters to drop buns. Oh my god. We probably want that. Oh. We have a lot of these, too. I think we are saving them to buy characters. Alternatively, we could do not that. Multiplayer stuff. Not playing multiplayer, so that doesn't matter. Obtain 3 copper upon dealing a crit. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's how you recycle weapons. I was gonna say, I know that's a thing in this, but... Level 90. Wow. Does this count towards my level? It does, okay. Fire damage weapon after defeating a boss or an elite? Might as well get the first level of everybody. It's cheap enough that we can afford that. Decreased damage taken, that's very boring. We can do better. Increased damage when using rifles. Projectile speed when using pistols. Reload time with launchers. Launchers are objectively bad. At least I think they are. I don't know. Which means that's not objective. It's very subjective. I just think they're bad because they often have very low ammo capacity, and I feel like the explosion radius on a lot of them isn't worth it for the amount of damage they do. Like, they can do a lot of damage, but if you whiff, you're screwed. None of those are all that exciting. Like, these were good, but... I do want the bird, though. You take damage, inflict burn. That's really strong. That's really good, too. I don't know if that's worth it. We'll just go with these for now. Yes. And then we'll save up for the other characters. Daily challenges. Let's go back. How do we... What are they? Alright, for every 30 copper held, the hero's max HP is -1. If the max HP is 1, the max shield and armor is deducted until both are 1. It's copper after killing an enemy or completing a stage. Greatly increase the chance to get occult scrolls and golden goblets. Gets 600 copper whenever picking up occult scrolls. That's... that seemed like a lot more effort than it was worth. Wait, how much was it to buy new heroes? 600, 400... Okay. So we need 1,000 to get the other two. Alright, let's try this guy. New adventure. What is this? Affected by spiritual aura, occult scrolls, weapons, and ascensions will offer additional buffs and specific combos. Let's try that. I think this is the other new thing that they did. Just pick that. See what happens. Could be cool. So yeah, here's like a launcher. Only holds one thing. Woodpecker. 6 on enemy and explodes. Explosions are good. Right, so our skill is something. Oh wait, go back, there it is. Okay, so our skill is... we summon clones, alright, cool. And this is... interesting. Okay, so it's like a slow, but it also temporarily upgrades our weapon. Let's try that out. Oh my god. Okay, so it can't upgrade the Foundry, our little default gun. can't upgrade the other one. Bracelets are full. Oh, that's our grenades. Okay. Obviously, have to aim for heads. It's still an FPS, even with, you know, loot and stats and stuff. That's always the thing that kind of bothers me about looter shooters, is that in a lot of them, because they're balanced around, you know, you finding loot and traditional RPG mechanics and stuff, your skill at shooting actually doesn't matter. Like, headshots are not really incentivized, which kind of sucks. That always bothers me if I'm playing an FPS and it's like a headshot doesn't mean anything, you know? I can understand in certain games, like, say for example, Resident Evil, you want to ratchet up the scares, you know, like the whole thing with, in Resident Evil 4, like you know, you shoot the heads off and then the Los Plagas come out. Like, okay, that's a cool design decision, but in like a standard, you know, FPS where you shoot just random guys, if you shoot them in the head and they just flinch it off like nothing happened, that feels pretty miserable. That's pretty strong. Does that... How many stacks does this go up to? Oh, this thing's weird. What is this? Terrible, that's what it is. So obviously early levels are so easy, you can just use the pistol, doesn't really matter. Everybody starts with this. Oh my god. It's fire damage and immune to the negative effects of burning. Okay. Literally immune to fire, that's amazing. I did debate playing more Warhammer today, and I decided against it, if only because, I mean, we did it a lot last week, and I was going to do a different campaign. I was thinking Dark Elves, actually, partly because we had been playing, you know, Order Tide, and I wanted to see the other side of the world, to like, kind of see how that was going. But I thought starting another campaign from scratch on stream is just, you know, kind of 2 hours of tedium until it starts to get exciting. And then depending on how the balance is, it could either be exciting or miserable. So I might mess around with that off stream, see how it goes, and then like do a stream in progress of that save. I saw lots of other people talking though that Karl Franz is just brutal right now, which we noticed. Give gold and gain XP. Or I could keep my gold. What about that? But yeah, apparently in Immortal Empires, Karl Franz is just absolutely brutal because like everybody goes after him, which again we totally noticed. So that was not just me having to deal with, you know, everything within a couple turn lengths away from the old world, just gunning for me the entire time. And we even lucked out, apparently. Lots of other people said, oh my god. Oh, that's why there's so many beetles. Wow, I'm not even paying attention. Lots of other people were saying that they had issues with the wood elves coming after them too, which thankfully we did not have. So let's switch it up. Can't remember what this guy does. Oh, dual wield. That's why I never play this guy, because it's just awkward. Like, the dual wield is cool. Like, it's done well and everything, but I guess we can't pick those now. That was a one-time thing. We lost it. But yeah, anyway, Total War it's definitely very good now. Throw the weapon, ray gun, force field sphere. All of these are kind of not good. What? But yeah, I keep thinking about playing more, just because it's, again, it's finally where it should have been at release, and it's, you know, fulfilling the promise that they made years ago, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do this as a trilogy. And the first two games were good, don't get me wrong. Like, had they even just done one of them, I would have been very happy with it. I mean, obviously I would have been disappointed that we didn't get more, but now it's in such a cool place being able to see everything. And again, they're going to add more, which I can't wait to see. I'm hoping they go for it, and they do full-blown end times. And we get, you know, Nagash, and like Teclis wielding multiple winds of magic, Sigmar. That'd be pretty cool. Tyrion with the Sword of Cain. Malekith as Phoenix King. There's a lot of potential there if they go for it. Could have sworn we came from this way. Oh. No, we can't get up there, or can we? Wait. Had it for a second. I like every now and then when it goes above 144 FPS somehow. Plus weapon damage, but more ammo consumption. So this is why dual wielding sucks, because you just chew through ammo incredibly fast. To the point where it's unsustainable. You will probably run out of ammo before the dual wield is up. Like, this skill has, you know, a certain duration. And there's a not small chance that you will run out of ammo before the duration is up. Which feels kind of miserable. But we can demonstrate that here. And it's also a little weird because certain weapons have, like, specials. So, for example, the one in my right hand right now is the one that you can throw. And you can't do that when you're dual wielding. So yeah, dual wielding just, it ends up being a negative more than anything, I feel like. Oh. It's like, why is the door not opening? So that's why we never play the dog character. Which is a shame, because, like, from a design perspective, pretty cool. Did we come from here? That's weird. I feel like I probably should have noticed that this guy was here if we did. Both of our guns suck. Well, It's not terrible. So we use this one. But yeah, the dog is a little tankier than the cats of the, the starter two. And again, you're playing like this big buff dog. That's kind of cool. But yeah, dual wielding is just... I'm whelmed. To destroy everything, because you never know. Sometimes you know, but just in case. Final Judgment. Weapon attacks instantly kill normal enemies. That sounds a little strong. Those steamed buns, oh my god. I like the art style in this game, even if it does seem, very simplistic. I mean, that's the point. It lets you kind of focus in on the gameplay and all that. So, the actual shooting elements, and then gathering all the loot and all that. And again, because it's randomized, they kind of had to do that. Let's get rid of that thing. Anything that uses large ammo, I'm just not a big fan of in this game. Go with that. Of course, since we disparaged this character, this is probably the farthest we're gonna go is with this one. Maybe. Assuming I don't fall asleep before then. Very tired. Sleeping very poorly lately. I don't know why. I'm gonna blame the weather. Late summer, very warm, very humid. Sometimes, if it's humid enough, even with air conditioning, you still kind of feel it. Oh my god. Ah. Let's get this thing. Hurry up and say what you want to say immediately, or stay away from me. I don't want any of those things. Let's go this way instead. Get this first before we forget about it. Oop, not good. Counter the elite horse head. Saw, is it Saints Row came out? And it's getting pretty terrible reviews, and, what a shocker. It didn't look good at all. Not even remotely. Like, no aspect of it appealed to me. Which is a shame, because Saints Row 2 and 3 are really good games. For what they are. They just kind of embrace the absurdity of being GTA clones, which is fun. But they also, I mean, back in the day, had some pretty terrible gameplay. Like, there's nothing special about them gameplay-wise. Not that there's anything special about GTA gameplay-wise. The fun of games like that is the fact that you can do so much stuff in them, but you can't necessarily do a lot of stuff well in them. GTA's never had good shooting, and shockingly never had good driving either. Which sucks, because it's, you know, one of the core features of the game. But the vehicle mechanics in GTA always feel pretty crappy. But for Saints Row to also have that in the ones that are parody games, it makes sense, and especially for back then. But nowadays, if you're going to come out with a new one, you can still kind of lampoon the setting and everything, but you need to move ahead on the gameplay. And apparently they just didn't. And also the writing was worse. People are saying it felt in every way like a game from like the early 2000s. Or like the mid 2000s maybe. Whenever Saints Row 3 came out. These things suck because you're supposed to just get around them and kind of shoot them from the back, but they're a little too fast for that. So I have a normal and I have a large. It's definitely not that. It's 5 ammo per second while dual wielding doubles the amount of ammo you recover. Okay, so we finally have something that can deal with that. This might be new, because I never remember seeing this before. That might make it possible to actually... Oops. What am I... Yeah, that's what I want to say. To actually use dual wield once in a while. Lucky shot. Now, am I just going to permanently regenerate ammo? Is that... Oh, well, that didn't help because I was standing right next to something, so I just picked it up. Yeah, okay. Well, that solves some problems. Oh, there's the exit. I'm just not with it today. But yeah, later this week, Conan Exiles. I think I might have called it Age of Conan before. Conan Exiles, the survival game, the open world survival game, which we've also streamed before. It's getting a huge update in terms of they're adding magic to the game finally after 10 years or whatever. And also a battle pass, because I really like when my old games decide to introduce FOMO. That's really cool. 10 out of 10 feature, Funcom. But I'm curious to see how magic is in it. And also just looking for an excuse to go back and play that game again. It is a good game. Well, it's a fun game. It has plenty of issues, as do lots of open world survival games. But I enjoy it. So I'm hoping that the update is good. Oh, hey. That was weird. Got like stuck on the corner. Let's see. Dual wield harder. Special ammo. Wait. Reload the ammo one by one and can shoot at any time when there's a bullet in the magazine. That's a cool looking reload, though. It might be worth it to actually use this because we have infinite ammo. So yeah, even though we don't have very much special ammo, because it's regenerating all the time. That makes it pretty good. It also just looks really cool. Oh my god. Oh, that's the peddler. I think there's no friendly fire. What is this? I don't want to try this thing out. These longbowmen are terrible. So what does this do? Inflicts lightning damage automatically to nearby enemies. Every 4 hits with lightning grants 1 use of Dagger Fan. Cast Fan of Daggers, marking hit enemies. Inflict 2 extra lightnings. Is that a word? When a dagger or lightning hits the marked enemy. Seems strong. You don't need any of those things. Sufficient stacks of what? Get Cult Scroll and get a box. Scroll and... oh yeah, that's the same thing. Well, actually, wait. What? Boy, that's a ton of damage there. Just in time for the boss. Actually, no. It's almost just in time for the boss. Just in time to ruin this guy's day. It's feeding it fish, too. It's not even tossing in bullets. It's fish. Seems bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get away, get away, get away. I'm gonna die. Ugh. Got stuck on that corner there. It's talking so much trash. I got bad at this game. And also probably just at video games in general. But got a lot of soul essence though. That's good. Confirmed. Alright, now that we're warmed up, can become as Fox. Start it up. Fulfill the promise of the thumbnail. This can cause small air explosions. Alright, let's see it. Whoa! It's a lot of damage. It doesn't have very much ammo. I mean, right now we don't have much ammo in anything, so... we'll hold on to that then. Use this for the rest of this level. There's not really any reason not to. So we can get some ammo up. The Thunderstorm. Fires a lightning ball that can be detonated by shooting it. So its normal enemy shield causes damage. Looks pretty cool. So again, even though the art style and graphics are pretty simplistic, they still do a good job with it. It comes out so fast, you'd be hard-pressed to shoot that. It might be better in a more open level than this. Was there no vault here? There it is. That's pretty good. All those are pretty good. Yeah, we're getting into September, so we're gonna have some games to commemorate the, or at least one game to commemorate the kind of back-to-school season. Picked a fun one out. And then obviously October is scary games all month long. I don't know that I want that, but we'll pick it up because then we can maybe trade it to that treasure chest that wants occult scrolls. But even though we don't post a public schedule, and I've said this in the past, but it still rings true. Even though we haven't posted a public schedule in a long time, we absolutely have an internal one. And I mean we in the realest sense of the other people in the band, you know, contribute to that, to help plan out what's going to be streamed and when, possible collabs and things. You know, it's because we like to stream to match, you know, holidays and events and stuff. Obviously, having a theme is good, but then sometimes it's just like, oh hey, you know, I saw that this game came out, or you know, oh, you know, JD, you mentioned this game. Can you stream it and show us or something? So it's good to be able to do that. Nice. That's where we died last time, with all the fire. We're learning. Taking damage, restore 3% HP per second for 5 seconds. That's... I feel like the scrolls have gotten a lot better. This game used to be quite hard. Like, it was easy enough to get through the first zone, but then after that, you would start struggling a bit. And I'm already finding some really good scrolls that I think will scale well. We have guns? That's right. Me too. Oh, that reload animation. That's this thing. We'll go with this. Keep this thing. What? Hauling meteors rather than tossing grenades is pretty cool. Lose HP, get monies. Will that trigger the scroll that heals us? 9. Well, we're learning, slowly but surely. Glad that guy gave us, or that treasure chest gave us a whole bunch of gold, because we're gonna need it to purchase magic buns. Of course, there's no more around. I always get the skill upgrades, even though half the time I forget to use the skills. FPS skills are just, they're deep in there. You could tell based on how I died immediately there. I was not expecting exploding guys to come around the corner. Cool. One more. This is the run. We've gotten the cobwebs off completely. We're ready to go. Maybe. I'm feeling it. This is the one. End of the game. This is going to take like 3 hours. This is a sword. Okay. It is. It's just a sword. Okay. Alright, so yeah, the FPS skills were clearly not working out today. See, but them sword fight skills instead. Eh. There it is. I was like, it's... How do I use the ability? Okay. Sounds good. So here's the launcher. So you can see it's doing a lot of damage. I guess maybe the radius is pretty good, at least on this one. I don't know. I'm just not crazy about how little max ammo special guns have, considering you can only effectively hold 2 weapons because one of them always has to be the foundry. That sounds good. Boy, this thing has a lot of stuff. Modifiers. Enter the vault. Get out of here. Oh, it automatically chains to other guys, huh? I don't even have to do anything. Become better at lightning. That's all you really need. This way. I think my biggest complaint of this game still remains the minimap. It's effectively worthless. It just shows you icons of like, yep, there's stuff around. Go around, see if I'm missing anything. Probably dodge a little more. Always do burning. Yeah, that's the one that wasn't very good. There was a lot to read in that one. I'm just going to assume that it's fine. Seemed like it was probably fine. Oh my god. I didn't forget about the sword. It's just not very good in general, but especially against things that have martyrdom. Which is a lot of things, apparently. Oop, I totally whiffed on that. So I can use the skill when it's not at full energy, it's just not as strong. Yep. Gross. Oh, especially gross. Thought we could skirt the edge of it there. This. Ooh. One of my favorites. Let's get rid of the sword. Get a legendary scroll. Spirit Bible. Spirit Bible. I saw in the, it's like the upcoming list on Steam, there's a whole bunch more, like Vampire Survivors clones coming out. We will inevitably check out some of them, assuming they're cheap. I mean, part of the allure of Vampire Survivors is that it's, you know, a whopping $3. And thankfully I've noticed a lot of the other games that are inspired by it, also are pretty cheap. I'll upgrade that. Which makes them nice pickups, because, you know, you might find another diamond in the rough like Vampire Survivors, but if you don't, you know, if it's like less than $10, then who really cares? I mean, obviously you don't want to waste money, but it's like, you could have, again, you could get lucky and have a Vampire Survivors where it's like, wow, this is $3 and I've had to have, you know, 60 hours in it, and we'll probably put more in. Forgot how quiet this game is during levels. Fire damage. I just now I'm like looking at the meters and realized it's very loud in the menus. It's one of those games where, like, I had the audio down at like 50% and it was still peaking into the yellow in the menus. Please, not that. Oh, crap. Oh no. Get away from me. Large ammo. That's the ray gun thing. That's not very good. That's an interesting one. I totally forgot where the exit was again. God, look at those moves that guy had. Jumping all over the place. Enemies explode after being defeated. Don't they do that anyways? Maybe they don't explode that much normally. That's one way to deal with those guys. Good. No, none of those are good. Meh. Pretty easy to get headshots on the beetle. Nothing but head. Oh, crap. Beetles heard me talking crap. Is he summoning up more of them too? Would be. Haha. Wrecked. Alright, let's see. This is compared to other stuff. Nope. Guess this is our weapons. Oh, you can't jump off. I don't know why that would be a good thing. But moving, the faster you move, the less damage you take. We can use that. Airbud. Nothing but jump shots. They should make an Airbud video game. I'd play it. I don't know why, but I'd play it. Could be cool. Just basketball as a dog. That'd definitely be cool. What am I saying? Okay. A spear. Everyone's favorite type of gun. I guess spear guns are a thing, so never mind. so we were on level 4. So that means boss time. For the first level, or the first stage thing. Let's upgrade you. And then... see what you have. The big hippo. Enhance. The spear's actually terrible for this. I might have made mistakes. I know I've made mistakes, but I might have made mistakes in this game right now. We are dead already. Because, yeah, the spear, it's designed to, like, do that. But it can't do that against this guy. It sort of can. Oop. Oh, I actually did get a hit with it. Okay, because I was going to say, the trick to this guy is you're supposed to hit the giant glowing mark on his chest, but it's hard because his arm is always up in front of it. I think we're gonna give up. Because yeah, that was bad weapons. I wasn't thinking about the fact that the spear is meant for wave clearing, and as is that SMG, you want something with a little more oomph, because you have very limited windows to attack the guy in. But yeah, so that added, this DLC added 2 new characters, which is cool. Firefox. Don't sue us, Mozilla. And Naruto Monkey. Did we ever actually use his skill? Don't know that we did. I don't think we did. Should probably demonstrate that. Daily challenge. We'll do this briefly. I'm curious how this is gonna go. Spawns me in some random place. I haven't seen this yet. Let's get this. And also... that. Interesting that it starts us in the desert. Oh, wait, that was it? What did it actually do? I'm very confused. Did he dodge it, or did it just not actually do anything? Oh my god. That was like immediate. Oh. Game over indeed. I am evidently way too tired to be even remotely good at this. Wow. It's too much economic pressure. It's just too much. But yeah, Gunfire Reborn. Despite my incredible lack of skill in this stream, Like I said, this is always going to be short. Maybe not quite this short, but jeez. Still a very good game. Definitely worth getting into and checking out. More characters is always good. There's more weapons and stuff we didn't even get to see. And then there was these things that sometimes showed up. I don't know why we can't see them all the time. But, you know, different modifiers and stuff to keep your runs fresh, which is good. Because, yeah, this game's good. Definitely worth checking out if you like, you know, roguelite shooters. There's not a whole lot of them, but this one's definitely one of the best. And especially for how cheap it is. So, check it out. It's on sale as of right now, as of me doing this stream. Depending on when you watch this, I might be lying. Or something. I don't know. Anyway. My tiredness aside, I definitely still enjoy Gunfire Reborn. And whether you were here live or you happen to watch this VOD later on down the road, hope you enjoyed it too. We'll be back later in the week with some other stuff. And again, plenty of exciting things planned for September and October. Just need to get some rest until then. But yeah, until next time, have a good one.